Man, I wish that they could just lose like that every single game. On Friday night, the New Jersey Devils visited Vancouver. Vancouver was coming off their first win after an 11-game winless streak. So expectations were still pretty low, I'd say, but at least they got that monkey off their back. The big news coming into this game was that it marked the return of Philip Heedel to the Vancouver lineup. Heedel's been missing for 43 games now, 44 games, ever since Game 6 of the season, where he was injured against Washington on a hit from Tom Wilson. So, good thing he was not in the lineup last game. Heedel's entry into the lineup is really good to see. We don't really know a whole lot about his injury, and there's some doubt about his future health wise. So it's good to see him get back in the lineup. I didn't know if we'd see him again this season. We're seeing him with 30 games to go, so it's pretty good. It's a good sign. I'm happy for him. The scoring in this game kicked off really, really early. A shot from Simone Nemitz hit the end boards, bounced out, and Lenny Haminaho was there to bank it off Lankton and in for his first career NHL goal. I literally Googled Lenny Haminaho today to figure out who he was. That's not. I'm not even trying to be disrespectful here. I just actually didn't know. It's kind of funny that he scored so early into this game. So it was 1-0 Devils, and later it was 2-0 Devils because the Devils got a power play and the Canucks don't know how to kill a penalty anymore. It was Nico Hischier who created some space for himself, found himself wide open in the slot. Nobody picked him up, and he just shot it home. 2-0 Devils. And then, right after that, a shot from the line from Lenny Haminaho was tipped in by Cody Glass to make it 3-0. So, Canucks were pretty much down and out pretty early in this one. But they didn't give up. And, the whole Adam Foote calling out his veterans saying they give up first, kind of calling out this team for not having a whole lot of heart. Maybe that was heard. I mean, it wasn't exactly heard by the veterans. The Canucks' first goal was Niels Höglander entering the zone, shooting one on Markstrom. Seemed pretty not dangerous at all. Markstrom knocked it down with his glove, couldn't contain it. Linus Karlsson was there to scoop up the rebound and score it 3-1. Then Connor Garland took a double minor. So there's one vet messing up. He took a double minor on a high stick to Nico Hischier, and it was a 4-minute Devils power play. Early on in the Devils' power play, the Canucks got a 3-on-1 where Drew O'Connor found Teddy Bluger, who shot it home in his second game since returning from injury. His second goal of the year, a shorty, made it 3-2. But then on that same Devils power play, 3 minutes later, the Devils scored. It was Connor Brown. He scored with like 18 seconds left on the penalty kill. They did well for a lot of it, honestly, but then Myers kind of broke himself a little bit. So it was really 5-on-3.5. They almost made it. At least they scored that shorty. It was 4-2 at that point, but before the second period could end, Zeev Buyam shot the puck on net, then scooped up his own rebound, had a lot of the net to shoot it into, did not fail, scored it 4-3. For some reason, Zeev Buyam really doesn't like New Jersey. I don't know what it is, but he scored his first goal as a Canuck against New Jersey, and now he scored again against New Jersey. He looks really good in this game, too. Anyway, 4-3 heading into the third period. Canucks looked okay for a lot of the period. They had a good chance at the start, but nothing really happened until Tyler Myers spent a long time forechecking, pinning Brett Pesce to the boards in the offensive zone, and then Brock Besser was the one who's covering for him. So when the Devils got a rush, Myers was making his way back, but then started gliding, and Brock Besser's slow, so Cody Glass got past him. Timo Meier made a great pass to Cody Glass, who shot it past Lankinen. I don't know why Myers stopped skating. I don't know why Besser stopped covering for defense, and I don't know. Maybe they got their signals crossed. It was bad, though. And that's what I'm saying. So Garland took the double minor, where we did luckily score. We ended up, after that double minor, being out even, which is fine. But Garland took a double minor while we were trying to work our way back into the game. Besser failed to play defense there. Myers failed to play defense there. DeBrusk got benched in the second and for a lot of the third. I don't remember seeing him until the power play that the Canucks had in the third. And on that power play, he had a beautiful chance in the slot where he just missed the net entirely. So the veterans were not really doing a whole lot for the Canucks here, besides Drew O'Connor and Teddy Bluger connecting on the shorthanded goal, but like the main veterans, the guys who are part of the, core, if you want to call it that, those guys were not playing well at all. So it was 5-3. And then later in the game, about 4 minutes left, the Canucks pulled their goalie, and it was the like single most fun I think I've ever had watching a team play 6-on-5 because it was the dumbest shit of all time happening. The Devils had like four chances on the empty net. At one point, Elias Pettersson went down into butterfly to make a save. They could not score. They kept making an extra pass. They kept getting stick checked. I thought at one point Jesper Bratt was gonna just like undress Marcus Pettersson, and he kind of did. But then Marcus Pettersson stick checked him before he could get a shot away. It was insane. And after some of the Devils' failures to score, the Canucks went down the other way. Tom Wielander shot it towards the net. It banked off Linus Karlsson, right to the stick of Brock Besser, and he scored. And it was 5-4. And that was really, really funny. And right after that, the Canucks pulled their goalie again, trying to get the equalizer. They really came close at the end. Drew O'Connor had a good chance, but just shot it over the net. It was insanely fun to watch. They lost. They lost 5-4, but it was insanely fun to watch. The broadcast gave player of the game for the Canucks to Zeev Buium, and I understand it. He played really well. This was one of his more noticeable games as a Canuck. Even besides the goal that he scored, I thought he was really good at there. He was skating really well. In the third, after scoring that goal, he looked motivated. He was energized, and with the goal he pulled, he kind of looked like Quinn Hughes a little bit. Like, there are flashes of Quinn Hughes' game in Zeev Buium, and it's games like this that make you really excited. This guy's only 20. He's going to be very, very good one day. And I really liked seeing that. But he was absolutely not my Canucks player of the game. I understand why they gave it to him, but he was not my Canucks player of the game. The player of the game for me, for the Canucks, was Linus Karlsson. He scored their opening goal. He got an assist on the 6-on-5 goal, and he was the game's leader in expected goal percentage at 85. I mean, he played really well, and I like that line that we have going on there. The connection of Höglander Karlsson is a really fun one because Karlsson isn't really the best skater, but Höglander is a good skater. Höglander's a good forward checker. David Kampf has also shown that he can be a good forward checker. So whether it's Kampf or Sasson on that line, I've liked that fourth line these past two games. I've liked the Höglander Karlsson connection. Karlsson also got a chance to be with Kane and Pettersson, which I think is where he belongs. I think he belongs on Pettersson's wing, and he did well there too. He did a lot better than DeBrusk did in this game. So I liked Karlsson a lot in this game. I've liked Karlsson a lot this whole season. I think he was the best player. I get why they gave it to Buium. I probably would give it to Buium second, but yeah, I got to shout out Linus Karlsson because he played a very, very good game in this one. Beyond that, uh, I mean, the veterans were bad. The veterans weren't very good. Elias Pettersson made that good save, but he wasn't really anywhere to be found, I feel, a whole lot of the game. And part of that is because he is playing with Evander Kane and Jake DeBrusk. I don't know why we don't give him Höglander and Karlsson. Höglander and Karlsson look so good. And there's a Swedish connection. And Höglander, Pettersson, Karlsson is a line that's already happened. And it looked good last year. I don't know why we can't just do that. But for some reason, the old guys have to be with Pettersson. So, I didn't love Pettersson's game today, but I don't fully blame him. I think he needs different line mates. We got to stop trotting out Evander Kane with him. Kane was not good today. He did have one chance that went off the post. I don't think he did a whole lot else. I didn't like Brock Besser, even though he scored a goal. It kind of just was on a silver platter for him. It just luckily bounced to his stick and he put it in. He was bad on the goal. The second Cody Glass goal, I didn't love him. Tyler Myers was bad on that same goal. Marcus Pettersson looked honestly fine, so I'm not blaming him. He was okay. I liked Philip Hronig again. I think he was fine. He wasn't anything special. Definitely not his best game, but I think he was okay back there. But yeah, DeBrusk too. Like, he got benched. I mean, you're not going to win this hockey game when your top players, your vets, are not playing well. The young guys were trying to will us back into this one, which is honestly good. If we're going to lose this game 5-4, I would much rather the contributions be coming from the younger guys because those are the important guys right now. We're not in win now mode. We don't need 28-year-olds to be scoring. What I like to see is the guys 26 and under doing their thing. I also have to talk about Phil Heedel. I didn't think he played the best game ever today, but you can really see that he still has it. I think he's going to be good. I hope that he gets to play out the rest of the season. They talk about his zone entries, and that was on full display here. I mean, he's very good at getting the zone. He's a very fast player. He didn't look scared out there either, which I think if I went through all the injuries that he's been through, I would be scared out there, but he is still playing his heart out. And I'm really excited to get to watch him the rest of the season. I think he can be a good piece for our future. And I'm also kind of scared because when Rossi comes back, we have Pedersen, Rossi, Heedel as our 1-2-3 center punch. And that is scary. And by scary, I mean it's scary for us because how are we going to keep up this losing pace? We need to, but that is a really good 1-2-3 center punch. And I don't know how we're going to be able to suck bad enough if that can stay healthy, which is a big if, to be fair. Those three guys are not the most durable guys in the league. But if they do get to play in the same lineup, then I really hope we still find a way to lose. Luckily, on the wings, we aren't the best, so that's okay. But I did like Phil Heedle today, and I'm very, very happy to see him back. Kevin Lankinen didn't play the best game ever. He had a -1 GSAX, but also some of those weren't his fault. He's also just not a good penalty killing goalie, which I keep saying. I promise I'll make that video at some point. I just don't have a lot of time. I think it was fine all around. I loved this game. This is exactly what I want from a Canucks game. That's why I said against the Islanders, but this one was way more fun. I mean, the empty net defending was insane. I loved that they showed that much heart, and it was really fun to watch New Jersey just keep on fucking that up. So, yeah, I'm coming out of this one with a smile on my face. I'm happy with how it went. It was a lot of fun. The right guys scored, and yeah, I think that's all I have to say. Oh my god, guys, I guessed one right. I think that's the third one I've gotten right all season. I said Teddy Bluger last game, and I got it right. Can you believe it? Miracles do happen. Now it's time for me to get a second one right. So I have to go Filipino. I mean, last game I went Teddy Bluger because he had just played his first game back from injury. And I didn't know that when I made the prediction the time before. And the same time, I didn't know last game Filipino would play today, for sure. So now that I know Filipino is playing next game, I get to say Filipino. And hopefully it works again. I would love to get two in a row. But yeah. So I got Bluger. I got one right. And hopefully I get another one right. Let's go Filipino. That'll do it. Good night.